thank you all for coming to tonight, which is the closing event for Jenny Hall's Hollow, which is behind me. Now, in the light of obviously last week's referendum vote and the situation as it appears to be rolling out in the UK, we thought it was a very good opportunity to get people together and actually look at some positive ideas and ways in which we can challenge what's going on in our society. So throughout the night, we're going to give you 4 questions which are going to be presented by the guys who are coming up here on stage. And those 4 things are going to try and get you thinking about ways in which we can combat the current status quo and what's happening.
Hello, thank you so much for coming. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the performers this evening who've offered to come along, like Sophie and Mikey and Lee. So this is as much a gift to me as anything I can offer you. So like what I make, whether it's architecture for people in their private lives or whether it's architecture for the public, I'm really interested in the idea that space shapes events and that in turn events shape space. So what's interesting about Undegun is that, it was a JD Sports, and through the multiple and continued happenings that happen in this place, you've got the kind of social capital where you can put an event on Facebook on a Monday morning and 30, 40 people turn up and say, I'm in, I'll help out, I'll get involved. I mean, that's a huge social capital that you've created through making events happen in a space like this. And that's something that, I want to engage in, I want to build on, and I want to learn how to do. I was just saying to Sophie earlier, I think one of the few kind of ways in which we can make work which doesn't have a heavy footprint is probably through performance work, because you dig deep inside to pull the work out of you. But almost everything else has a footprint. A chair used to be a tree. You have to unmake a tree to make a chair. You have to unmake a mountain to make a new granite floor for your kitchen. All of these things have their kind of hollow, their shadow, their footprint.
Recent weeks I've seen that there's a big divide between the youth and older generations, and I feel like sometimes maybe the youth aren't getting listened to as much as they should be in our society. So I decided, first ever teaching experience, I went into a Ysgol Clywedog, if any of you know it, in Wrexham, to engage a group of mixed ability year 8s and 9s about their town. I wanted to see for myself what do the kids think about Wrexham and how would they like to see it improve in the future. And common themes basically as seen was a dying town centre, racism, not immigration, and antisocial behaviour, litter, graffiti. It was all there, all these issues were there. And also the destruction of the heritage was something I didn't think a 13-year-old pupil would be aware of. So it's very interesting. And I got a group of kids to then focus on the good aspects of Wrexham. And what was really powerful is one kid actually drew the sculpture on the old pit in Bersham, and it just made me think, art in this town is a great platform to engage kids and get them to share their ideas on the town. Let's engage them more.
The law of art. Law 375846. An artist cannot be an artist without the consent of the hierarchy system. Law 921053. Art is not art until it becomes art. Law 22490. The discrediting of art is forbidden. Law 5795723. An artist must not attack an artist.
Jeremy Corbyn is to face a challenge from Cliff Richard. Jeremy Corbyn is to face a challenge from business leaders across the UK. Jeremy Corbyn is to face a challenge from party leaders reaching out to divide the nation after bitter EU referendum. Jeremy Corbyn is challenged by actors protesting. All babies together, everyone I see, half of us are